It's August 9th of 2012. Under the bright Olympic lights of London, England Stadium, we witnessed, quite possibly, the single greatest Olympic race of all time. In the men's 800-meter finals in the 2012 Olympic Games, we saw David Rudisha from Kenya run the most impressive and fastest 800 meters of all time. Leading from the gun with incredible speed, Rudisha finished this race with a time of 1 minute, 40.91 seconds, which to this day is still the only 800 time to ever dip under 1 minute and 41 seconds. With his long, smooth, and majestic stride, he pulled away from everybody else in the field by a huge margin. Every single person in this field ran either a personal best or a national record. And even more amazing is the fact that everyone broke 1 minute and 44 seconds in this race. Just to finish in 8th place, you had to run a time of 1:43.77. This race truly made history in many different ways. However, specifically for the athlete that finished in 2nd, he also managed a special kind of history. For the silver medal, this title went to Nijel Amos from Botswana, an 18-year-old that absolutely shattered the world junior record on this day. At 1:41.73, this not only broke the world junior record by a big gap, but it now landed him at number 3 all-time, now tied with Sebastian Coe, who previously held the world record in the 800 meters for more than 15 years. To this day, this time still stands as the world junior record by a pretty big margin. However, the drama that unfolded just a few hours ago for Nijel Amos is certainly one of the worst moments of his life. From the World Athletics Integrity Unit, we just found out that Nijel Amos has been officially banned for 3 years for using an illegal substance in track and field. Now, this substance, known as GW1516, was originally created as an experimental drug which can modify the body's metabolism. However, over the past few years, this substance has been labeled as too dangerous for human use, and even more bizarre is that recently it's been labeled as a cancer-causing agent. Now, this illegal test was backdated to last July, which means that this positive test was found before last year's World Championships. And given that he now has a 3-year ban, he will now miss out on the 2024 Paris Olympics, and any performances that have happened since July of 2022 have now officially been deleted from his personal profile. This is certainly sad and very upsetting news, but it's really only a continuation of many athletes that have been found out to have been doping over the previous few months. Looking at Nijel Amos's profile, it seems as though he has fallen into the category of performing extremely well very early in his career, and not quite finding the same success over the past few seasons. Honestly, to run a time like this when you're just 18 is something out of this world. So, in my mind, I'm sure that Nijel Amos was looking for both a similar time and a similar global championship medal. However, not finding that kind of success can certainly be upsetting, and it is very possible that this desire to get to the same level is what motivated him to use performance-enhancing substances. Now, this kind of drug has recently been found in samples from both professional cyclists and an Olympic race walker, Elena Lashmanova. Now, this Russian race walker was the gold medalist also back in 2012 in the 20-kilometer distance, and she has since been stripped of this gold medal because of this substance use. Nijel Amos was actually the athlete that won Botswana's very first Olympic medal in track and field. But now it seems as though he has gone in the complete opposite direction and been found guilty of a performance-enhancing substance. Watching Amos run for the past decade has really been entertaining, and he's been such a high-performing athlete when he performs at his best. However, the inconsistencies that come with such high-level performances and potential shortcomings in the global scene very much does seem as though it's been a reason why he's gone into performance-enhancing drugs. So at this point, it does seem as though his career is very much in jeopardy, and given that he is 29 years of age, this means that he will be 31 when he's officially able to compete again on the international scene. So at this point in his career, he is certainly going to have to serve this ban, and if he wants to continue his career, he will somehow have to find the motivation to stay fit while unable to compete. The only reason that he didn't receive a longer ban was because he actually admitted to using these substances, which when you openly admit to using the substance, you can obviously receive a lighter ban, but either way, this is bad news. This does not look good for the sport of track and field, and I certainly hope that this recent trend of finding more and more athletes guilty of doping can slow down because, man, it really does make the sport look bad. Anyways, I would love to know what you all think about this situation. Do you think this 3-year ban is enough? Do you think he was doping for longer? Do you think this is only a short-term use? I would love to know what you all think in the comments. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and as always, until next time.